Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are here with another speed build. This time we are doing the Crick Cabana renovation. Crick Cabana, which is in like one of the base game neighborhoods. I forget which one. I'm sorry, I don't know them all off the top of my head. But I wanted to start with Crick Cabana because I really love working on starter homes in this game. I've got a cup of tea right here, sorry. So I really love working on starter homes in this game, and what I really wanted to do was I wanted to just kind of rearrange some of the lot for the Crick Cabana, making it a little bit more homey. And then I also just kind of wanted to, just fix some things on the inside here. So as we kind of get started here on the build, this is just the build as it is, which is centered, so I decided to just go ahead and pick it up and move it, because one of the things that really bothers me is that, like, with this build there's no yard because the house is placed in the dead center, which, you know, aesthetically, like, I can get behind placing things in the dead center of lots, but I personally try to place things either, if I put it in the center, I put it towards the front of the lot, and I make sure that there's nothing that extends behind. So this is me just kind of going over the terrain and, like, fixing it, making sure that it doesn't look like the house has just been moved here. And so then I decided to get rid of the landscaping for now because I kind of just wanted to start from scratch. First things first, I really kind of hate that roof there. So I was thinking about like what I would want to do and how I could like make this look nicer. So part of me was first I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just like delete it. And then I decided that I wanted to kind of make like a glass roof because like a glass awning might be a little bit cool. So I was trying out different kind of swatches for the glass roof. Looking back on this in retrospect, I'm not like too super into it now, but I still think it's kind of like a cool idea. And then what I went ahead and I did is I changed the colors because the brown and the white, to me, with the white siding is kind of like, I don't know, there's something about this brown that like is just kind of ooh to me, you know. You like look at it and you're like, oh, what the hell is that? So I decided to use blue instead, and I swear to God, one day I will stop using blue as my crutch color. But today is not that day, so I went ahead and I just kind of changed all my windows, made sure that they were blue. I believe I even added a couple windows. Now, something to note, something that was really important for me when making this build, I wanted to make sure that it didn't go too far over the original budget. The kind of nice thing about this house is that it's a starter home and it was really cheap. However, I thought that like you could make it look nicer. I mean, theoretically, you're supposed to be raising a family here, so I was like, you know what, if they're raising a family, that you would have additional simoleons on top of like the 20,000 that you get when you start off just with a single sim. So this is me kind of trying to plan out the tile kind of on the porch, but also inside the house. And I decided that I don't want like wood on the porch. I just decided for some reason that I wanted to do the stone instead. And then I tried to get a foundation that kind of matches the trim that I placed on the windows as well, just to kind of have that coordinate. And then so I believe I closed off the primary bedroom. This is me just trying to figure out like how I want to redo the bathroom. Removing some of the god-awful light fixtures, making sure that they're all gone, because I was like, oh, that's so gross, like especially like the one that kind of looks like, I don't know, there's something about it that I just don't like. This is the kitchen backsplash here. I decided to go with another pop of color, so I decided to go with blue. That's a little bit louder for my taste, but I kind of like it. And then I decided to go with black appliances, black and blue appliances, and yeah, just some kind of nice colors. Now, I think I really struggle here on the countertops. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. I struggle hard on those countertops there. That's okay. We all have our faults sometimes. And then I'm going ahead and I'm putting in counters, because since I discovered how to put in counters and like different types of counters, like I have lost my goddamn mind. I am like so happy that I finally figured that out, because I saw people putting in smaller ones and I was like, what kind of like custom content are you using? Yeah, this is the part that really was pissing me off, because I couldn't get like the cabinets to kind of fit there, and I could not figure it out for like the life of me. Somehow that one fits there okay. So I was like, okay, that looks nice. I was very happy about that. I tried to do like a big one, and the big one is kind of awkward, and so then I was like, okay, can I do like a corner one? And the corner one just keeps going up in the freaking ceiling. So then I think I tried to go back to like the corner piece. The corner piece is doing the same goddamn thing. So that's great. That's lovely. That doesn't make my gameplay experience harder than it has to be. I think I got rid of this, yeah? I can't remember. Yeah, so somehow I managed to make this work. Again, the original way that I had wanted it to, and I was trying to make sure that it wasn't like clipping through the wall. So thank you so much, Alt Place, for like making my life so much easier. Yeah, and then I'm adding like my range. I again was trying to keep this cheap, so while I wanted to go with like the silver range, I decided against that because I was like, there's still a lot of building left to do. Landscaping, I'm gonna preemptively say, is something that I did neglect when taking care of on this build. So this is me trying to figure out the kitchen table arrangement, and something that I've seen kind of in houses, like in general in real life, but also in Sims Build, is like the mismatched tables and chairs, and I just think that that's really cute, and so I was trying to play with that idea, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it again adds to that sort of starter home vibe. Like you just kind of went out and to a garage sale and you decided that you were gonna get, you know, whatever kind of like chairs that you could, so that you could live there, so that you could make your, you know, dining area a little nicer. This is me trying to figure out like what I want to do for the bedroom. I don't like the fact that like the two bathrooms would have been adjacent to each other, so I decided that I was going to make a bathroom right there, and then my original plan was on the other side of that wall of the bathroom was I was going to put like a desk and like a table and chairs, like a home office space in the master bedroom. That I believe ended up getting scrapped. I think I had to expand the bathroom because it was so awkwardly small, and I was like, you know what, it is a master, so yeah. So now I think I'm just kind of working on like the living room space here, so I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to do in terms of the couch, and so that's the couch that I picked out. Trying to paint the rest of the walls there. Trying to figure out like if I really enjoy this layout, like where I can put that window. I really wanted that window to be centered, but I couldn't center the window, so that made me kind of sad. But that's gonna be fixed because we're gonna get that alt place fixed for the doors and the windows. So I'm very excited about that. Then I was thinking about, again, trying to like plan out for this room, trying to give it like a little bit of personality, but trying not to go over too far over the budget. I believe that this build comes out somewhere around like $21,000. If you go on C-Spot Run Chloe, which I believe is my Sims 4, like my origin ID, you should be able to see exactly like how much it cost. I was trying to put like a little rug in the kitchen, or I think like underneath the table. I think I keep it. I do. I kept it. And then I was trying to figure out like what I would want to put on this bookshelf, but I believe I ended up scrapping this bookshelf. I was very unimpressed with like what kind of things I could put on this bookshelf. I tend to reuse like the same like 3 plants over and over, and that's probably because right now I don't have very many packs for The Sims. So I only have about, I think I've got the Making Magic, and then I have Parenthood, and then I have the City Living. City Living, which although I enjoy, I understand why people are saying like, oh, City Living's not that great. And it's a little disappointing that you can't make your own apartment complexes, right? Like, I think we can all agree that that's a little bit disappointing. Also a little disappointing that there's like kind of so few apartments, so that some of them are so populated with other Sims. So that I found like a little bit frustrating. But I do love the community lots in that area. And I do love like a lot of the stuff that comes with City Living. So this little bookshelf here, I had never used it before, but I kind of really dig it because you get to add like a lot of different stuff in there. So there's me adding like another scholarly stack of books there. And then I considered adding that little robot head, but then I realized it was like $750, and I'm like, there's no way in hell that for a cheap build, I'm going to be dropping $750 on a dinosaur head. But in the future, you're going to be able to put like more things on that shelf if you want. You know, you can put like little knickknacks. This is a really, this particular lot is really close to like a lot of the dig sites, you know, a lot of the fish things, places where you can get kind of sort of those cool collectible items in The Sims 4. So that's absolutely like that's absolutely a good place that you can put them later. I think I was still trying to figure out like what other kind of clutter and like artwork I could add to this space. This is a pretty like artwork, like minimalistic house. Kind of has some dorky like colors going on. Like the orange painting that's over the couch, like that I wasn't personally a fan of. I'm trying to keep like all the lights consistent. At first I wasn't gonna add a light in the kids' room because I was like, I wanted to add the overhead cloud light, but then I decided against that and I was like, nah, for consistency's sake, let's just make sure that all the lights are the same. This is me trying to break out of the box now. As you can see, I'm very proud of myself. I decided that I wasn't going to do a regular kind of blue bathroom like I constantly do. So I decided to make kind of like a warmer tone, like more inviting sort of bathroom. But then I was running into an issue where, as you can see, there's not like another room for the sink. So I was just trying to, so I knew that I was going to have to expand it. So this is me just trying to like figure out how to expand it. I didn't want to make the bathroom this big, but I decided that because of kind of the space, it would just make more sense to make the bathroom that big. Rather than like kind of make like a little weird inlet for, you know, a sink. I was like, nope, let's just make it square. And then this is me trying to like, I focused like so much of my attention on trying to make this work because I was like, oh, dual sinks. Dual sinks would be nice because that's kind of what a master bedroom feature has. Like a lot of master bedrooms actually just have dual sinks, which are really cool. Personally something that like I look for when I'm looking at houses. Me trying to figure out how to clutter up the countertops. Countertops, I guess, just don't really lend themselves to clutter that well. So I was flipping things. I was trying to like alt place things. Alt place wasn't being really flexible with me. I put a shower caddy in the shower. I was trying to figure out like what kind of towels I could put in here. But there weren't really like a lot of good towel choices that I could have. The thing is that like if I pick the brown towels, there's like white towels on the exterior of the shower tub combo, so I was like, nah. So then I tried to like think about placing like a little thing right there, but then I was like, you know what, no, that's stupid to put the window right there. It'd be better if I had like a dual mirror, even though I don't like having that window right there because it's kind of like as soon as you step out of the shower or you sit down to poop, it's like, yay, hello world, hello neighbors who might be passing by my back window there. So that wasn't my favorite part about this build. This bathroom was just kind of honestly like a little bit of a mess. This bathroom probably frustrated me the most. I like the brown colors, I think, in like theory. I just don't like the layout. It just feels like way too big. So here's me trying to get like the master done. I decided that I was going to center those windows back there, and I kind of really like that look. Then this is me just kind of adding like other clutter and other things to the nightstand. So I decided that I was going to add a clock there, add like a little bit of other kind of clutter. I was thinking about adding that there, but again, like alt place wasn't being nice to me. I think it's just not so nice to you, like if it's a really small surface like a nightstand. So I changed my mind there, and I just decided to go with the lamp. And then this is another dresser, and then we've got our mirror here in the back corner, and I really like that. And then I was kind of at a loss for myself for what to do for this kids room, because I was at a point where I was like, I knew I was over budget. So I know I was over budget, yeah, and so then what I think I decided to do is I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna make this bathroom like a little bit smaller. So I went ahead and I made that bathroom smaller. So it's got the sink, it's got, you know, it's got everything. And then I was looking at this way too big kid's bedroom and I was like, what the hell am I gonna do with this space? So I think I decided what to do was that I was like, well, it's not one kid's bedroom, it's two kids' bedrooms. So I went ahead, because this house is plenty of space for two kids. It would be extremely crowded and probably impossible with three, although you could do it. I'm not quite sure why you would want to. You would probably have to get rid of dressers or move the door potentially. So I just decided to do that. And then I was thinking about I was kind of divided on whether or not I wanted this to be like a child or like another teenager. I chose like a different kind of bed to make sure that it stayed cheap. Because again, I was at this point where I was like, oh God, I'm like already over budget. But I need to be able to like give this space a little bit of personality. So I'm just like trying to scramble and like put things down and make things look interesting here. Yeah, I think I decided to go with a lamp, and I went with like this little dinky lamp that normally I would never use, but now I think it looks like way better because it's got all of that clutter on top of it. And then I was looking kind of through hidden objects, trying to figure out if there was anything in hidden objects I can do, and then thinking about artwork that I could put there, that kind of thing. It's always so challenging, like, when you kind of, like, set a goal for yourself and then you don't meet it, because this was one of the times that, like, I set a goal for myself and I was like, I'm gonna do this rebuild and I'm gonna make sure that it stays under 20. And I didn't. And honestly, probably, like, investing so much time in the, in redoing the kitchen and making sure that it has counters probably like ruined it a little bit. You guys could probably get rid of the upper level counters and it would be fine. And then I decided to add in a dresser. So theoretically these two kids would share the dresser. I tried to make it kind of that teak color, same as we kind of had out here. And then I remembered I need to be sure that I have a toddler high chair there. And so then we've got like the little toy box. And then I was trying to think about like what other things that toddlers needed, or what are the things that these kids would need, because I was like, again, this room is missing kind of personality. It's missing kind of an idea of what these kids are like. So I went through and I was just trying to go through and figure out what kind of clutter would give this space more personality. And not only that, but trying to figure out like, okay, what do these kids need in order to really like level up their skills? Because they're, especially now after adding the parenthood pack, there are so many toys that you need in order to like level up a kid's skill. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you need the science cart to level up their science skill. You need like the creativity thing to level up their creativity. So I decided that this is like a teenager and then her toddler little sister, and they sleep in the same room, which if I was a teenager, that would enrage me. That would royally arrange me. And I think that I tried to think about, like, could I put a wall divider from, like, City Living in here? But I decided against it. And again, I was running kind of low on time and running low on money. So I was like, let's not try and complicate this anymore. Now I'm moving on to landscaping for the build here. So the one thing that I didn't really like were the apple blossoms, because I felt like the apple blossoms don't really go with the house and they kind of look a little tacky. So I decided to go with the lily of the valley instead, because even though they're simple and kind of boring, I think that they look very, very nice. They look nicer than the apple blossoms at the very least. Thinking about this yard, and again, because I was low on my budget, my hypothetical budget that I meant it in my mind, I just went ahead and I just added a tree. But I kind of hope that that tree sort of highlights all the space that you need there. And then I did add like that additional like little window up there to try and make it look a little bit cuter. So then we are in Crick Cabana, and I'm just kind of like looking through my build here. I'm pretty happy with how this build turned out. Some parts of it are not perfect, and I will probably want to revisit it at a later point in the future. Maybe rearrange the kids' room one more time to figure out like if I can make this look a little nicer. And then this is me just adding some additional lot traits, because I was thinking that this place is so homey and like has such a nice kind of yard now. It would really be a great place for kids. But that's the end of the Crick Cabana renovation, and so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see me do more Sims builds, please let me know, because I really do love doing Sims builds personally in my time. I find them very soothing and relaxing, so me making these types of videos is really fun for me, and I hope that they're fun for you as well. So if they are fun for you, please leave a like on this video because it really does help the channel out, helps let me know what kind of content it is that you guys are interested in. And if you did like this video, also consider subscribing to the channel. And when you subscribe, please hit the notifications bell so that you get updates on when I upload future episodes, which are typically on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I do occasionally upload an extra video on Wednesdays as well. And without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye!